Hey family, it's African Osorenko back at you with another video. So family, I'm coming today to ask a question. I have a question. So we're hearing all these comments and issue and negative things being said about the statue in New York. So it got me to wondering who is got time in today's economy, everything that's going on with life and all those things to be over, you know, processing the thought of a person putting up a statue of a black woman. And I mean, it doesn't matter. A lot of people are citing, oh, it's an overweight black woman in the statue. There's not overweight white women. There's not overweight Asians. There's not overweight Hispanics. Every community has overweight people in it. Hell, I got on a few extra pounds that if you had known me 5 years ago, you definitely wouldn't have seen it. Family, you know, let me say this. The black community has too much time on their hands. They really do. They have, we have too much time on our hands. And black Americans, we most definitely should not have all of this time to debate about online because I have seen so many posts about it. I have seen so many videos about it. With everything that black people are facing in America at this current time, and I would say the current administration, but we've been suffering through all administrations that have that have ran this country. But with what we are dealing with, we really got the time to worry about a overweight statue that they put up in New York. Look, these people can do anything, okay? They're doing everything that they want to do. They just militarized the police to put in black people's neighborhood. Now we said we was resting and we need to really rest off of the nonsense. Why are we partaking in a useless discussion? You know what it sounds like? I remember back in the day learning about the brown paper bag rule, whereas black people in the black community uh, were, how can I say, discriminatory. Okay, yeah, that's what it was, discriminatory to other black people in the black community if they were darker than a brown paper bag. Do you know? And today we would think that's stupid. It's just as stupid as having this big, whole, huge debate about a statue of a black woman that's in the New York. Some of us ain't even been to New York. I have. I'm just saying some of us have. Yet we online Twitter fingering about a statue that is not going to put no money in your pocket and no status behind your name. Black people, we got to get it together. We got to think about productivity for ourselves, which means working on the things that actually affect Black people. Black business. We should be buying from other Black entrepreneurs. Okay, we should be marketing ourselves so that other Black people, consumers, can find us and buy from us. You know what I'm saying? We should be working on uh, building hospitals. Okay, we don't have none of those. We have not did any of those. You know, it makes me think about the Black women that were I forget which sorority it was, but that donated all that money to Kamala Harris's fund. Now I'm not saying whether or not she deserved it because that's not my place to say that. But I'm saying I know that the Black community deserved it and how much we could have done with that money. But see, we don't come together like that. You know what we come together on bashing a statue of a Black woman, and it's really giving me white supremacy vibes. Okay, it really is. You know, how long have we dealt with our hair? What, you know, going into jobs where they told us we can't wear our hair in our natural state. Okay, we can't dress the way we want to dress. And I don't mean provocative or anything like that, but I'm saying even if you wear traditional garments, they didn't want you. I worked in the corporate world, okay, and I have heard them tell people that, okay, absolutely, which is why I'm no longer there anymore, because sometimes we have to make a decision. Do we continue the way that we are, and has it gotten us to the point that we want to get to, or do we move on and try to move in our way? You know what I'm saying? Family, some people I'm not going to reach with this video. I'm just not, because some people don't want to be reached. Some people want to remain in stupidity for all their lives, and that's fine. That's fine with me. But some of us are working on a plan because we know that America is crashing all around us, and we don't have time to sit around and debate or argue about a statue. I don't care if the statue look like old Big Mama that's skinny, or a old Big Mama that's plus size, or I don't care. I don't care. If it's not something that is going to better where my people are, where my community is, how we're moving, what we're doing, how we're building for our community, I don't care. I don't. And you should neither, but if you do, that's fine. But we have to come above this. You know, I mean, we really do. You know, that's like all these sisters going out here getting nose jobs. And then you got, there was a brother, oh, I can't think of his name, but I saw another channel, Runaway Slave. That brother, he did a story about this guy who I think he was a he played baseball or something, but he permanently got, he had his eyes changed because he wanted blue eyes. Close proximity and assimilation to whiteness. That's what it is. You know, I've been to many different countries. I never hear the people in the Caribbean bash they plus size sisters. You know, the Jamaica, uh, you know, the Bahamas, none of the other islands. I've been to Africa, never, a few of the countries. hear the black people in Africa bash their plus size women. You know where I hear that? Right here in America. I'm not saying that we don't need to get healthier and lose the weight and work on ourselves and get ourselves together, but I do say that those that are so focused on this statue are the very ones that if a race war were to break out, they're going to be helping the other side. That's what I say. And it's ridiculous. Family, I love you all, but please, please, let's focus on what we need to focus on because we are coming into a time that we've never seen before. We are. So let's focus on the right things, building, establishing partnerships with one another, working together, okay? Buying from one another, bartering when we need to. That's what us we should focus on. And our children, our grandchildren. Let's focus on that. And unfortunately, I hate to say this, but it's the truth. Some of us are too far gone. And as Harriet Tubman said, I saved many, but I could have saved more. But they didn't realize or know they were on a plantation. Some of us don't understand. That's where we at. And don't understand that we got to move in a certain way right now today. And arguing online mm, mm, is not it. All right, family. I love you guys. I thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And for the new subscribers, we really appreciate you. And for my OG subscribers, you know I love you guys. And I thank you. And I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Black is beautiful, period. There's no but, there's no if, and there's no and. Black is beautiful. All right, family, take care. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.